Hi, today we're going to use the Vintage Floret die cut by Heartfelt Creations. You're going to need to cut 2 of each of the 3 small dies. You can cut from any paper you wish. I've used the Rittershome tailgate marked paper. In order to give your roses some dimension, you may want to ink the edges. I'm using the Invalid Balm Dry Sand Chalk Ink. Once your flowers are all inked, you're going to need a stylus. I'm using the one by McGill. Using one of the smallest flowers, and from the outside petal inwards, use your stylus in roundabout motions. What we're doing is breaking down the fibers of the paper. On the first petal, it will act as the bud, and you will have to do this 4 times. 2 on the right side, 2 on the opposite side. To finish forming the first flower, use a toothpick and on each petal wrap the paper around it, causing a semicircle type form. Take 2 petals on opposite sides and place them into one another, causing a point in the center. Take 2 of the opposite petals and wrap them around the first 2. You will start seeing the rosebud forming. The 5th petal, simply fold it up and using your fingers, roll the bud back and forth, forming it some more. Pull the 5th petal back. I usually do not recommend hot glue, but I do find that it works best for this project. So use your hot glue gun and dab a little bit and be careful of your fingers. Press the 5th petal back up and pull back any of the other loose petals that you may want to glue down. And then roll the flower back and forth in your fingers in order to rehold the formation of the bud. The first layer of the flower is done. Grab the second smallest flower and we're going to repeat everything that we did for the bud. Place a little dab of hot glue in the center of the flower, as well as 1/8 inch on each petal. Secure the bud in the middle of the flower and press firmly the petals around the bud. Roll the flower between your fingers back and forth again to form it. Working with the medium-sized flowers, now we're going to do the same thing. However, you do not need a toothpick in order to form the petals. The last two flowers are the largest ones, and you're going to repeat the same techniques as you did for layer 3 and 4. The technique of putting the glue 1/8 of an inch up on the petal and pressing firmly is key in making these flowers. Pull back each petal carefully, bend and shape in order to start forming the rose. Do the same for the second row of petals. Pull them back and form them in order to shape the rose. Separate the other petals carefully by pulling them out and forming and shaping them as you desire. You're done. You've made a perfect rose. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get creative.